Hi everybody, in this video we're going to look at the Pages menu. In the navigation area of the main toolbar within the LYNX app, you can see the Pages menu area is right here, and when we click on it, it reveals this menu. The first one at the top is the Page Options. This is where you can tailor the page size. This opens up another menu here where we can manually put in the size we want for the page, and we can actually swap it around as well, but we have to apply whenever we do this as well. So there you can see I've made the page long and thin. There are some defaults as well, some defaults here and some extra ones there, such as A4. Very handy if we're using split screen. We can also make the pages fit and the content on it fit in a variety of ways. So there we're fitting the page size to the horizontal or to the vertical. We can say no fitting at all, so you can see it's gone off screen there, and we can go back to the default. We can also choose with all of these whether or not we're applying this page size to all the existing pages, or if we're setting it as our default whenever we open up LYNX as well. So I'm going to cancel that. We also can tailor these two very useful tools, the curtain and the spotlight. If I go to a page that's got a bit more content on it, let's turn on the curtain options just by clicking anywhere on this bar. This takes us into this area here, so I can turn the curtain on. So it's currently a curtain that helps us move down the page and reveal things at the bottom of the page, and it has a yellow cover. I can change that to a purple cover, for example, and slide it around. I can also make the cover less opaque and make it transparent, or totally make it disappear if for some reason you wanted to do that. Let me turn it off and we'll say we're done with it. Let's have a look at the spotlight. Now, if I turn the spotlight on, you can see that it's a circle that hides things until we move the spotlight over it. On a touch screen, I can pinch and zoom on that spotlight as well and move it around nice and easily. Also, again, I can change the color and how transparent it is. And if I'm not on a touch screen, I can also decide what size I want that spotlight to be. Let's turn it off. Back here, we can just come in if we're happy with how it's set up, and we just toggle them on and off as we need them. So those are the page options. Next, we have page layout. Now, page layout is basically a collection of templates that you can use to help you out. So if I was to select the one that says columns, you can see that I have a title box up here that I can click in and start to put in whatever my title is. So I might be writing The Great Novel. And then here I've got two text boxes that I can start writing in as well. Also in here we have a new page, which adds a new page to the bottom. I'm just going to use that now so that I can pick another template. So it might be an image one. So on this little symbol here, it will take me to my folders and I can select an image that I'd like to bring in to that page at that time. So for example, if I go to my teacher folder, Ancient Greece, I could bring in an image into that area, and I still have a text box here and a title box there. We also have the option of turning on an infinite canvas. So let's pick a page where we can see that in action more easily. So if I turn on the infinite canvas, I now on my mouse pad can use two fingers to move this around in all sorts of directions. I'm going to add in a shape down here and come out of that. Now I can hopefully find my way back to where I was, but if I get a little bit lost in the page options, there is a radar view, and when I turn that on, it gives you a map and we can find our way back to where we were, and we can turn that off as well. Also in there we have a reset zoom. That allows us to see everything that's on a particular slide or page. There is also zoom lock. The zoom lock only really works if you're using a touch screen and you're in presentation mode. So I'm using a touch screen, and actually while I'm in editing mode as well, I can't now zoom in on the page. I can move it around, but I can't zoom. I've locked the ability to zoom on a touch screen. On my mouse pad though, I can still zoom in and out. So I can turn that off. So we've looked at page options, the page layouts, the infinite canvas, the zoom lock and the reset zoom, the radar view. Pages just opens up our slider bar of all the pages that we have on our presentation. And there's a video on that as well. And the ones we haven't looked at are edit background and the snapping. Now the snapping is on by default. So what I'm going to do is we'll edit the background. Now you'll notice the things in my normal layer are faded out. I can't select those anymore. And I'm in the background. I've got an exit background button. And what can I do while I'm in here? Well, I can mess around with the color of the background, and I can add in a grid or set of lines on here. So if I was to pick a grid and tailor it to a size that I want on this infinity background, such as that one, when I exit the background, I now have this grid. Now you'll notice as I move this circle around the grid, it looks like it's kind of snapping to the grid, and that is what the enable snap tool does. That everything I'm moving around kind of moves around in a slightly jerky way as it aligns itself with the grid or the lines. However, if I turn off snapping, now I can move things around in a much smoother way, and I can ignore the grid lines. So those are all the options for pages that you'll find from this little button here.